Afghan Hound dog breed information. What animal were Afghan Hounds famously known to be good at hunting? Let us know your answer in the comments below. Afghan Hound is a medium-sized dog originating from Central Asia. They are considered as the oldest known canine species. Their ancestors probably came into existence in Afghanistan. Although they are very small, they have a great sense of smell. The height ranges between 16 inches to 20 inches, while their weight varies from 25 to 40 pounds. It is a medium-sized, long-coated, short-haired dog which has a strong muscular body. Its head and neck resembles foxes. There is a distinct black spot on the forehead, two large triangular ears, and a pointed nose. The eyes are brown or hazel. As per Wikipedia, the hair of Afghan Hounds is shorter than the other breeds. It is also thicker and coarser. This makes them look distinguished when compared to the other breeds. There are different color varieties of this breed, namely white, red, brindle, sable, and chocolate. History and background of the Afghan Hound. The history of the Afghan Hound dates back to ancient times. The breed was originally used for hunting wild boar. In fact, they were often called boarhounds in England. In the Middle Ages, the Afghan Hound became popular among European royalty. They were used as a guard dog to protect their owners. But it wasn't until the 19th century that the Afghan Hound started being bred specifically to hunt game. The American Kennel Club began registering the breed in 1886. Today, the Afghan Hound is still a working dog and is widely used by hunters. But today, the breed is also becoming more common as a family pet. If you are interested in learning more about the history of the Afghan Hound, then you can read the article below. It contains information on the origin, background, and the history of the breed. Origin of the name. The name of the Afghan Hound comes from Afghanistan, which is where the dogs originated. The word Afghan means of the Afghans. Background of the Afghan Hound. There are two types of breeds that have been created based on the Afghan Hound. These include the Pomeranian Afghan Hound and the Afghan Sheepdog. Physical appearance of the Afghan Hound. The physical appearance of an animal can tell you a lot about it. And this is especially true for dogs. When you see a dog, you get a feeling of what kind of personality it has. This is why it's important to pay attention to the characteristics of a particular breed of dog. For example, you will notice that some breeds are more friendly than others. Some are more aggressive. So, you need to learn how each breed looks and acts. If you want to know about the physical appearance of the Afghan Hound, then you should read the following information. This is a medium-sized, short-legged dog with a long body. It has large ears, a wide chest, a deep muzzle, a broad head, a strong neck, and a thick tail. Its coat is double-coated. It's always best to take your time when looking at the physical appearance of the Afghan Hound. You don't want to make any mistakes. If you are interested in learning more about the physical features of the Afghan Hounds, then you should look into the links below. Traits and behavior of the Afghan Hound. The Afghan Hound is an ancient breed of dog which was originally bred in Afghanistan. These dogs were used as hunting dogs and for guarding purposes. They are known to be very loyal, friendly, intelligent, and energetic. However, they can also be stubborn and independent. They have short legs and long bodies with thick coats. Their heads tend to be large. The color of their coat varies from black, brown, or gray. Some people prefer to call them black and tan. Behavior. When it comes to behavior, these dogs are not aggressive towards strangers. They may bark when they feel threatened. They don't like to play rough games. But if you give them a chance to play, then you will see how much fun they can have. These dogs love to spend time outdoors. This makes them ideal family pets. They are great with children and other animals. In fact, some owners even say that their dogs are better than kids. This is because they understand what the child wants and needs. A lot of people also claim that these dogs can predict human moods. So, if you want a dog who will always be happy to be around you, then get one of these. Exercise and trainability of the Afghan Hound. The Afghan Hound is a breed of dog with a long history in Afghanistan. They were originally bred as hunting dogs and are still used for this purpose today. However, they are also very friendly and gentle. This makes them perfect pets. In fact, they are one of the most popular breeds of dog. There are two types of Afghans, smooth-coated and wire-haired. The smooth coat is more common than the wire-hair. Smooth-coated Afghan Hounds can be black or tan. Wire-haired ones can also come in different colors. Smooth coat, a typical size for an adult male, is between 20 and 24 inches tall. Their weight varies from 40 to 60 pounds. They usually weigh less when they are puppies. But by the time that they reach adulthood, their weights will increase. This is because of the extra fat around their stomachs. Exercise and training. The best way to exercise your Afghan Hound is with agility and obedience training. These are great ways to develop the skills needed to train this type of dog. Agility and obedience training will help you to teach your dog how to perform certain tricks, such as sit and stay, and come. You can also use these techniques to show off your dog's talents. Use trainpetdog.com to get your dog in condition from head to tail. What you'll learn. Objective 1. Get your dog to behave in a manner that will make others feel comfortable and safe around him. Objective 2. Get your dog in condition so he looks his best and looks as if he's ready to go anywhere anytime. Objective 3. Get your dog to be confident and feel at ease no matter what situation he finds himself in. Objective 4. Get your dog to feel comfortable with all kinds of people and situations. Objective 5. Get your dog to learn how to work with and please children and older people. Objective 6. Get your dog to learn how to behave in different social settings. Objective 7. Get your dog to be able to handle the unexpected. Links are in the description. Maintenance and care of the Afghan Hound. The Afghan Hound is an ancient breed of dog. They were originally bred for hunting, but today they are also used as pets. The Afghans are a medium-sized, short-haired, long-legged, muscular, agile, and powerful dogs. They have a thick coat that sheds twice per year. They are known for their friendly personalities, and they love to play. However, they can be stubborn when training them. So, if you want a well-behaved pet, it's best that you train him yourself. When looking at the health of your Afghan, you should make sure that he gets enough exercise. A healthy Afghan needs to walk around 30 minutes every day. This will help keep his muscles strong. If you don't get regular walks, then you need to take him on a hike or go jogging with him. He should also spend some time playing in the yard. The more active he is, the healthier he will be. It is important that you feed the dog regularly. When you first bring the dog home, give him a small meal. Then, once a week, you should give him a larger meal. If you do this properly, then you won't have to worry about spoiling your Afghan. Health conditions for Afghan Hounds. If you want to adopt an Afghan Hound, then you're going to need to make sure that you do some research. This is because they are very different from other dogs. They are also more expensive than most breeds of dog. The health conditions and needs of Afghan Hounds are a little bit different from those of other breeds. So, if you don't know what you're doing, then there is a high chance that you might end up adopting a sick or injured animal. One thing that you need to be aware of is that the average life expectancy of an Afghan Hound is around 10 years. That's a lot shorter than the normal lifespan of a breed like a golden retriever. Another thing that you need to consider is their temperament. Because of this, you'll probably find that it takes longer to train them, and they can be harder to housebreak as well. However, once you do get used to these things, then you should enjoy owning an Afghan Hound. You also need to make sure that the owner of the dog knows how to take care of the animal. If you are not sure about this, then you should ask the breeder before you buy a puppy. Buying an Afghan Hound. If you want to get an Afghan Hound, then it's important for you to do some research. There are many different breeds of dogs in Afghanistan, but most people prefer to get an Afghan Hound. These are small and energetic dogs. They are very smart and can learn a lot. The best way to find a dog is to visit a local breeder. This will give you a chance to see what kind of environment they live in. If you don't like their living conditions, then it might be better to look elsewhere. It's also a good idea to meet the breeders and ask them questions. For example, you should find out how old the puppies are when they are born. You should also make sure that the puppies are healthy. When you're buying your puppy, you need to take into account its temperament. Some dogs are more aggressive than others. So if you want a calm dog, then you should look for one that is friendly and gentle. Once you have found a good breeder, you should go back to him or her and buy the puppy. It's important to remember that you will be responsible for the care of this animal from now on. If you choose a puppy that needs training, then it can become expensive. Recommendations for buying an Afghan Hound. If you want to buy a dog, then you're going to need to do a bit of research before you make the final decision. So, if you don't have enough information about what you're looking for, you might end up buying a different type of dog than you wanted. When you are thinking about getting a dog, you need to think about how much you can afford. This is because you'll need to pay for food, veterinary bills, training, and other costs. The best way to decide how much you can spend is to ask yourself where you're going to keep your new pet. Do you plan on keeping it in a house, or do you plan on taking it to a kennel? If you're planning on having the dog stay inside, then you will need to make sure that you have enough room to give them their own space. Another thing you should consider is the size of the house. You will probably need to buy more furniture, which could cost you extra money. Finally, you should also take into account the recommendations of people who know about dogs. For example, you can check out reviews online to see what others have to say. Conclusion. In conclusion, the Afghan Hound has a long and interesting history. This breed was developed in the 19th century, and it has become an incredibly popular pet in Europe and America. These dogs are smart, loyal, affectionate, and they have a wonderful temperament. They are a good choice for a family dog because they are calm, friendly, and easy to train. If you're looking for a dog that will be happy to stay with you all day, then this breed is the one for you. Did you know that Afghan Hounds were originally bred to hunt foxes? They were so successful at it that they were taken out of the fox hunting game and turned into hunting dogs. Check out the next video in this series, where we learn about Argentine Pila dogs. Or click this playlist to learn about every dog from start to finish.